So clip-on earbuds aren't for everyone, but what if I told you that you have a pair of earbuds here which is under $50 that might just surprise you, and the FIIL Atom here is a budget-friendly clip-style true wireless earbud that looks kind of different and wears kind of different and sounds, well, better than you expect for this price point, especially for this genre of earbuds. But are they worth picking up or just another budget experiment? So let's find out.
I trace the cracks on the floor tonight. Neon shadows dance in the broken light. A heart beats loud, but it's out of sync. Lost in the rhythm, I can't quite dream. The air is heavy, it pulls me in.
So what I like about these earbuds is the design of the earbuds, and they look good and has that typical FIIL open top design, and the earbuds are not left and right specific, so you can just take this out and you can just take the other side out and you can just pop it into the other side and it will just work. I also like that it comes with an IPX5 water resistant rating, so to give you good protection from the elements, and the spec is decent for its price as well. They are not the latest spec, but you do get a Bluetooth 5.4 chipset with AAC and SBC support as well as multi-point support. You do get great battery life at 8 hours per charge and 28 hours with the case, and finally you do get a comprehensive app support for customizing your earbuds further. So what I think could be better is that the bass performance is a little lacking, but this is quite typical to clip-style earbuds, and the default EQ is a little bit lackluster, so you definitely need to tune it for better sound quality. Comfort here depends on your ears and how you wear them. Wearing them at the bottom of your ears like an earring, if you wear it down here, gives you better sound and volume, but feels like you're getting pinched on your ears constantly. Also, people with earrings, you can't wear them like that. You usually wear them in the middle. We'll talk a little bit about sound quality later on. So touch control here feels a little fiddly and not the most intuitive, especially with the voice prompts, and volume here can also be better and they're not the loudest in its class. And finally, you do get some sound leakage when using them at higher volumes. So the Atom comes in at a price of $45 US or around 180 ringgit, and depending where you get them from, it's around a budget-friendly price range. And if you find value in what you hear and like what you see so far, do subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so the YouTube algorithm can pick this up. And if you want to buy these earbuds, do check out my links below. So let's talk about the sound quality you get with the FIIL Atom. And what you get here is a pretty basic sound quality, and in its default EQ settings, it's a little muffled to my liking. So this is definitely an earbuds that you need to tune further in the app. So from my test, if you don't want to customize under the official EQ, choose treble to get the better and clearer sound quality than the original. Or if you go under the preset EQ, use classic EQ and you get a very enjoyable sounding earbuds. And yes, I've tested this in two possible configurations in wearing the clip-style earbuds as well. One from the side here, which is the ideal and more comfortable way for me to wear, but because it's further from your ears, the volume is lower, less dynamic, and if it's at the bottom of your ears, it does point into your ears a little bit more. It sounds a lot more dynamic, but it pinches on my ears, so it pinches here like someone is pulling my ear. So it's not the most comfortable. It feels like someone is pinching your ears lightly throughout the day. So like this, it's comfortable. So let's start with the bass department. Sub bass here is definitely lacking. It's got the kind of sub bass that you can hear but you cannot really feel, and even hearing them sounds a little bit flat and not as flattering, and this applies to the mid bass as well. It's pretty decent but maybe a little too muffled for my liking. Moving on to the vocals, it's got a nice warm sound signature, giving vocals a very pleasant signature. Do take note that it's adjustable, so you can find what you really like and roll with it. Finally, the highs here is decent, and as mentioned, you need to use a different EQ outside of the original EQ to achieve something nicer. The original one doesn't give good light to the highs and makes it sound kind of muffled. So soundstage here is not too wide and pretty similar to most in-ear earbuds. You still get good directional audio, but they don't sound like they are wide enough. All in all, a decent earbuds, and as much as I want the earbuds to have good dynamic signature, wearing it at the bottom is not the most comfortable. So this is a test to see if the FIIL Atom over here is a good earbuds for making phone calls. So this is speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect from this earbud. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. As to all FIIL earbuds, they have beautiful design. With some older FIIL earbuds, they have a very nice metal build that is cold to the touch, but we don't have that here with the Atom. It is made mainly out of plastic, but you still get that signature open top design that always is the style of FIIL. I love that the earbuds don't have specific left or right indicators, and you can just place either side back into the case and you can wear either side on both sides of your ears. And when pulling out of the case, it's also in the correct orientation for you to immediately place it on your ears without having to flip it or turn it. And once you take it out from your ears, you just put it back like that. So with this model, you get to choose from a white as well as this grey model here. And at the front here, you're going to get a nice FIIL branding, very cool, very subtle. And at the bottom is a Type-C port to charge your earbuds, and as well as an LED light at the top of the case. The earbuds here are soft and flexes easily and has that typical clip style earbuds design. Wearing it is pretty standard. You can either wear it in the middle or at the bottom depending on how you like it to sound and which is more comfortable to you. And the earbuds is also controlled using a touch sensor surface at the back here. To be honest, the control is a little bit fiddly at best. And you can also adjust to remap the low latency mode to the touch controls, but I don't like that there isn't any voice prompt to explain that you're in low latency mode, but rather just a beep. So just beep, beep. So you don't really know what mode you're in. So I noticed that the volume is very dependable on the EQ that you select, and with certain EQs, when you tune it manually especially, it increases the volume quite substantially. But let's just stick to the classic EQ and also having the earbuds at the bottom for maximum volume projection. So I get to a comfortable listening volume at around 50% and I get to a loud volume at around 90% volume. Also at this level or higher, you're going to get a bit of sound leak, and you can actually hear them when your earbuds are like 1.5 feet away from you. So yeah, do take note of that. So the FIIL app is easy to use, and at the homepage you get to choose the color of your earbuds, and you get 3 different battery levels here, which is useful because it's big and round and you can clearly see it deplete with no problem. And you also get battery indicator for the earbuds in the case. Below that is just a bunch of indicators to tell you if your low latency mode is on or what EQ you're using. And when you click on the EQ tab, you're going to get to control the official 3 EQs. You also get 12 different preset EQs if you like to, a 5-band EQ to adjust it further. Under settings, you get to remap your touch controls, which is pretty comprehensive, and you also get multi-point controls, low latency mode, voice prompt settings, and under more settings, you get to update your firmware. And that's basically all the controls you get with the FIIL Plus app. So latency with these earbuds is decent, and although it has a low latency mode, it's not the fastest out there, and you get good gameplay with this earbud. So audio and visual is pretty much in sync for movies and videos. When playing games, they do have a very minor latency when playing games like PUBG, but nothing too severe. And with that, let's take a look at the latency performance of these earbuds. So that's the FIIL Atom, and for about $45, you're getting a stylish and lightweight clip style earbuds that looks different from the usual in-ears. Once you tweak the EQ, the sound becomes enjoyable, and the app adds a lot of useful features like multi-point and custom controls. The base here is a little bit flat, comfort depends on how you wear them, and the controls are a bit fiddly, but for the price, it's a decent budget option if you want something unique. If you want to check out my comparison video of all the clip style earbuds I've tested so far, click on this comparison video right over here. I'll see you over at that video.